Today's show is brought to you by our friends over at Indeed. If you're hiring for your business on your own, look, you don't want to waste time with that. You want to get to your business. You got a lot of things to get done if you're running things. The hiring, it takes forever. You get the wrong applicants. There's all sorts of trouble if you've ever been through the process, but not anymore thanks to our friends at Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Instead of spending hours on multiple job sites searching for candidates with the right skills, Indeed's a powerful hiring platform that can help you do it all. They streamline hiring with powerful tools that find you matched candidates. Check this out. With Instant Match, over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job, according to Indeed Data US. Even better, Indeed's the only job site where you only pay for applications that meet your must-have requirements. Join more than 3 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. Start hiring now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/ballers. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/ballers. Indeed.com/ballers. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
I do not know what you've been told, but dingy.
And now you know
what you've been told.
Welcome in, one and all, the Spitballers Podcast, episode 238.
too many.
Shout out to my bedingies out there.
Whoa.
Would you rather? What's the difference? And we are drafting things that are red on today's show.
Oh, it's about to get heated.
I love my list. I really do.
We are excited to have you with us. If you would like to contribute your valuable thoughts to this show, your ideas for drafts, for segments, whatever the case may be, you can. Join thespit.com. Support the podcast that hopefully brings you joy twice a week, and become a part of our community. Join thespit.com. Excited to get going today. You guys doing well?
Doing all right. The voice is a little low. The lungs are a little full. And
that's gross.
Yeah.
It's only been 2 months, though.
Yeah. No, this is who I am now, moving forward forever.
What's the difference between Jason and a person with emphysema?
Trick question. I have emphysema.
Have you ever thought maybe this is one of those things where, like, if you take up heavy smoking,
It'll solve
away.
it. It'll cure my.
It'll go. Yeah. I mean,
the
solve a problem with the problem.
The smoke will clear it out.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, guys. Thank you so much.
Just, trying to help. Al, I mean, I don't know if you would recommend that. I know you're not a doctor.
Definitely not.
Okay. Don't smoke, kids.
Don't smoke, kids.
All right.
Oh, I thought he was definitely not a doctor, because that's true.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Don't go to medical school, kids.
I don't know much about it.
Emphysema?
No,
Oh.
tuberculosis. Is there a chance?
Oh, you got the Burke.
The TB.
Oh. Well, if you do, then I'm feeling very vulnerable at this moment.
That's true.
Because you've been coughing all over me for
Very
months.
contagious, right?
It is.
Okay, so then we're probably okay.
One of the top symptoms of TB is weight loss.
Oh, no, yes, certainly no TB. However, I am now interested in getting TB. I think that could be pretty cool for me.
What is you look great. What's your secret?
I'm on the TB diet. Some people do
God.
the TB12. I just do TB.
Wow. I'm on the Doc Holliday diet. Let's get it going.
Would you rather?
All right, Spencer from the website. In an office setting, would you rather have free Keurig coffee available or a Starbucks in the lobby, but you have to pay for it? It's a very simple office question.
So this is a very bougie question.
Yeah, how snooty are you about your coffee?
The answer is not super, but snooty enough that Keurig hashtag not a sponsor of this podcast hashtag probably never going
will
to be. Not after this segment. It's very much the Gildan of coffee.
Yeah.
It is
Coffee flavored water.
yes. Yeah, which really, well, that's what coffee is at,
Right.
at its foundation. Coffee is, in fact, coffee flavored water. But they're just like lightly flavored water. Why are we still doing Keurig? Why is this still happening?
It's very simple. It's successful in America because we like things quick and easy.
Yes, which it is both of those.
It is quick and easy, and I believe that I think people adjust to it. So if you get what happens is you get the Keurig, you start the Keurig, and you're excited about your new technology.
Mm-hmm.
That excitement hides the taste for about 2 weeks, and then by the time the taste matters, you are acclimated to the dirt water. And so at that point in time, you're in a routine. It's so easy, and they have so many different varieties. You go to the store, and it's like,
That's
ooh,
true.
Creme brulee and caramel flavored and maple,
and they have some teas.
and they're decorated nicely.
I was so excited because look, I am a middle-aged American, and that means I had a Keurig machine at one point in my life.
We all have.
I was so excited when I got that thing. Andy is totally right. Like, man, I'm gonna wake up. I don't have to pre-program anything. I don't have to scoop the grounds in. I don't have to crush. I just put this little pod in here, and it gives me
Fresh
fuel water, and you're just super excited about it. And then you realize you're not having a good time.
See, for me, I had a Keurig because, again,
Yeah.
middle-aged American.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a requirement for my HOA.
Right. So I got a Keurig. I would participate in the drinking of this dirt water, and it was fine.
There's
And I had
probably a lot of
free-
Keurig drinkers listening right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
they
here's
know.
the thing. Well, they kind of know, but they might
No.
not know, Mike, because I didn't know.
They're
I didn't
still
know
hypnotized.
until I got duped, a little bit duped, sold, just, a really cool coffee machine that like grounds the beans. It's like Keurig, but it's like fresh grounds every single time. And so I got one of those machines. I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I tasted coffee for the first time. I was like, whoa, coffee is actually good. What was I drinking? It certainly wasn't coffee.
Keurig's original marketing plan was to do one of those like the Pepsi Challenge type of things, except for they did it over 1,000 people, and not one person chose the Keurig cup over the real coffee. I'm going to the Starbucks and I'm paying is the answer to this question.
Unfortunately, I'm losing half my paycheck here to Starbucks.
I'm still intimidated
By Starbucks?
by ordering Starbucks.
You just need one go-to and you're fine.
I guess in this
you can
world,
practice with us.
we'll
pretend we work there.
Can I get a venti?
Step
I'm already
one. Do not let big Starbucks push you around. You order small, medium, large.
Oh, am I allowed to do that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they can take that sizing system and shove it.
Because I can
Get
tell you
that
right
crap
now.
out of my
I can
life.
tell you right now. I have no idea what size I just ordered.
That's the
like I
biggest one.
literally
I think
don't
that's
know.
the biggest
Venti's
one.
biggest.
Yeah.
I would have guessed middle.
No.
Al would know. He goes there for all the time.
They do have a Trenta that's bigger than the Venti.
Wait, what? They
what?
they have a Trenta now?
Yeah.
That's new.
They have an extra large?
Oh, man, that's new.
Yeah.
You're
just
making
go.
this up.
A very
I'm
large.
No, I mean, you could be.
Just go and trust me. They're reasonable people usually.
I'm gonna say, can I get one about this big? Show them on my hands, and I would like coffee in that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
If I just order,
Now, do you know?
now, are they gonna come back after I say I'd like a cup of coffee in there? They're gonna be like,
do you want
would
room for cream? That's what they're
Well,
going to say.
That's fine, but are there different types of regular
First,
coffee?
they will ask you what kind of a roast you want.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
House roast.
That's what I say.
No, I don't know.
So
Just go with
light roast.
surprise me. Say that.
So dark roast is the coffeeiest of the coffee.
They really do have a Trenta. That's new. Venti used to be the big one.
So it's
Demi, short, tall, grande, Venti, Trenta.
get out of here. Goodness gracious.
I print money with my dumb names.
I think my move is to go to the counter and say I'd like a medium black coffee, and then turn my back.
Yes.
Just
Oh,
that's
go
what I
with the
said.
Earbuds.
And turn my back and take 2 steps away from the counter. And then they need to figure out what I have ordered.
But here I'm helping you right now, Jason, because like the dark roast is the strongest of the flavor. But I believe, now maybe I'm wrong and I've been living a lie my whole life, but the blonde roast or the lighter roast has more caffeine.
Really?
Yeah,
I think people associate the darker.
Yeah, I
with,
don't think a blonde roast has more caffeine.
I
does it?
think so, because I think it burns it out.
I thought they had
I'll find out.
Yeah.
First of all, this
Fact check me on
this
this.
Trenta size is 31 ounces, and this is a Widowmaker. I mean, there's no business. You do not need 31 ounces.
Your
of coffee.
heart doesn't need this.
That's like 3 cups of coffee into. Yeah, that's all right actually.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
pretty
think
good.
that's too much. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Keurig just for my embarrassment.
Michael from Patreon has a very difficult question for me to.
You know what's funny?
Hold on. We got to find out about this caffeine.
Yeah, we got to find that out. And also, I'd like to put ourselves on blast
Okay.
because we run a company.
Yeah.
We have an office.
Sure.
And we have a Keurig here.
We do have a Keurig.
Yeah,
This is-
because this is America.
So,
convenient.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
maybe we should start talking to Starbucks about adding a counter here.
In the
For
lobby.
people to pay for?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll move into any building you want as long as the other, people pay for it.
All right. It turns out caffeine it doesn't matter.
It
It doesn't matter if it's dark or blonde, but blonde roast is the way to go.
Doesn't depend on roasting time. Okay.
Huh.
Michael from Patreon, would you rather salivate too much or too little?
Oh, no.
Which is a great question.
This might
mean,
be the best question we've ever been asked.
Because it's so obvious, if you're listening, the negatives of both.
Yeah.
I mean, I can say this. I have salivated too little.
yes.
I have never salivated too much.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
No,
what?
wait, how does that?
You
how
just
do
have
how
like
do you get it
saliva
going, Mike?
running out of your mouth?
No, you don't. It's not running out of your mouth, but it's like just an uncomfortable amount where you have to keep swallowing in the middle of talking.
I
I've
feel
never
like
been drinking my saliva like that.
I feel like I would be drooling as I speak. I'd be
No, I've spilled on the pillow before.
That's
Yeah.
just drooling. That's not producing too much
But the
saliva.
fact that I'm having to
It's terrible. I've had it happen a couple times, like when we're doing a show, and I'm like, I feel like I can't get an entire
you
sentence
can't
out.
get your salivation under control?
No, it's
Wow.
just completely out of control. But however, cottonmouth is itself. It is a big problem. Your lips start turning all white.
when you get bad dry mouth, it is a nightmare. I've been on medications before that just gave me the most
TB?
extreme.
Your TB meds?
It was like, yes, my tuberculosis meds. I mean, when you get extreme dry mouth, it is the worst. You feel like you can't move your lips, and you just everything has that sound associated. That
Yep, stick.
that.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, it's awful. I think I have to get extra saliva here. Because there's also a benefit to saliva. Saliva is necessary.
Wait, what do you mean there's a benefit?
Well, it's part of your digestive system. It helps break down food.
The
And,
right amount is.
well, sure, but none doesn't help.
Yeah, wouldn't a lack of saliva inhibit the
I guess
digestive
if you're
process?
permanently dry mouth, because I'm thinking
Yeah.
of the only times I've really gotten dry mouth is when I'm in a public speaking situation
Mm-hmm.
where somehow the nerves, not like our show though, but like
Right.
when I'm speaking by myself on a stage, that's when I've noticed it.
The time when you really don't want it.
Right, when you really, really don't want it.
It is
And-
a strange
But if you
thing.
didn't have it all the time, then you would not be able to break your food down properly. So I'm going extra.
The fact of, like, why do our bodies betray us like this? You know, like this is something that I have to do. I have to go talk to these people. And why is my body making it as difficult as possible to just physically do it? I'm already dealing with anxiety.
It's the brain-body combo.
It's
the
just-
it's
it's
the anxiety.
ridiculous.
It's
Like-
the butterflies in your stomach stuff.
But why wouldn't your brain be like, I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you extra adrenaline, so much saliva,
So-
don't you worry.
Because, like, if you're looking at
Just
just
spitting all over the stage.
Just-
Oh,
but primal stuff, right? Fight or flight.
yeah.
And apparently our bodies are saying that flight is, or fight, either of these responses, we can do them better if our mouths are dry. Why is that a response?
Okay, I see what you're saying. No, it's a weird that is a weird one.
Have you guys
Like we suppress your hunger,
Yeah.
so you're not hungry during a high
Yeah,
anxiety
you
situation.
don't have to go to the bathroom.
You don't need to go to the bathroom.
These are great things. But if I'm
but
running,
also, you got no saliva.
if I am running, I need some. My mouth is already going to dry out because I'm running and breathing hard. Help me out, body.
What is it doing instead? Is the real question.
Oh, it's dunking on you.
It moves it to your hands.
You get sweaty hands.
Yeah,
you're right.
that's saliva coming out of your hands.
Wow. We have something in our brain that just hates us.
We got to
maybe
reroute.
I think it might be more of like it's not a hatred, but maybe more like a punked situation where they're like, oh, dude, check this out. I'm going to get them so good.
It goes to your hands. Sweaty palm, saliva palms.
Saliva palms.
Oh, those are the
man.
worst.
The next time I shake someone with sweaty hands,
Yeah.
I'll now
They're
know
spitting on you.
I am shaking their saliva hands.
That's right.
Have you guys? I know you're both Hamilton fans, the musical.
Yes.
Dun 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 dun.
Tell me that you guys picked up on the King Henry.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. During
Dis-
the Disney one, the Disney
Yes.
version.
Yeah,
the film
well,
one?
I saw it in New York as well, and it even from a
Wait, he's
distance
just
you
a
could tell.
dry mouth?
No, he's the opposite.
No, he is.
Oh, is he firing away?
This dude
salvacious.
got so much saliva. It's
it flying all over?
It is everywhere.
When you project.
I mean, it is a
You can't
real
protect.
problem.
Yes.
It is a real problem, and I recommend the balcony seats.
You need. I was
There-
gonna say you need to wear some sort of like.
There is a splash zone
Yeah.
up front.
They
Oh,
hand out
man.
they
They-
hand
the
out the
ponchos.
ponchos when you go in if you're in that orchestra
like
area.
seeing Shamu.
Yeah, but he was a great performer. Great
Yes.
job. I'm a big fan. But congrats on all that saliva.
Maybe for that kind of a show, you want to go home with a little.
Yeah, just
Sell it on eBay. Kevin from the website, would you rather every time you try to say I'm sorry, the words oopsie doopsie come out, oopsie doopsie, or every time you try to say thank you, the words whoop, there it is, come out?
I think there's something really cute about an oopsie doopsie.
and and I'm sorry. I mean, if you say oopsie doopsie, it kind of means the same thing.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cute in a small sorry scenario.
right.
Any big sorry scenario, you are in trouble. Let's say you legitimately wrong somebody that requires you to now go to them and
Yeah.
apologize. And you walk in and you've done something significant to them. And you walk in the room and you look them in the eye and you say, listen, oopsie doopsie.
Yeah.
Honey, I've had an affair.
Oh,
Oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, I don't think your voice has to inflect like that. It can be a real somber.
Oh, let me
Oopsie.
try that. Let me try a genuine,
let's hear it.
Hit
heartfelt.
it.
Honey, I had an affair. Oopsie doopsie. You
Well,
can't
try-
do it. You
No, no,
can't
no.
do
You
it.
can't
Try
laugh.
apologizing
I
to Al
can't
for
not-
the push-up stuff.
Oh, genuinely, Al, I know I put you on blast, but oopsie doopsie.
Yeah.
No,
How'd
it
that
doesn't
feel?
work.
How'd that feel?
That doesn't work, man.
We're not saying that it's
I don't accept.
not optimal.
No, your response is, whoop, there it is.
right. But I'm saying that whoop, there it is does not.
It doesn't correlate.
No.
No, we need a
Well,
different phrase
it
for
kind
thank
of,
you.
It kind of does, right? Like, hey, here I'm going to give you that loan you asked for. You know what I mean? Here's that $1,000 to get you by.
Thank you.
Whoop! There it is. That's pretty cool.
I'm
This is
replacing
a weird one.
I'm replacing the Chick-fil-A people.
My pleasure?
My pleasure with the Chick-fil-A people are hitting you with a whoop, there it is.
That's so much better.
That's actually nice.
Yeah, all right. That would be kind of
Now,
fun.
if you switched it to boom shakalaka,
That's better.
that's, you
that-
know,
Yeah.
I guess these are both pretty intense.
I
Oopsie doopsie, though.
oopsie doopsie. Now that I've gone through the actual experience of trying to say it both ways, I would put that inflection on everything,
Oopsie
no matter
doopsie
how
for your
serious
loss.
it is. Oopsie
Oopsie
doopsie
for your loss.
Oh man,
But you got to put the hands up like
Yeah,
oopsie doopsie.
doopsie on your loss. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
But I'm still taking it. I'm still taking oopsie doopsie because most apologies are usually more mild. I don't, I'm a man who apologizes for the mistakes I make. If I parent and I realize I made a mistake, I'm going to say oopsie doopsie.
Wow. Yeah. And they'll say, they probably won't say whoop, there it is
No.
after an oopsie doopsie. I guess I'm going to have to go with the whoop. There it is.
I'm taking the oopsie doopsie.
All right. Should we do one more or move on?
Let's do one more.
All right. Vivian Frank from Patreon, one of our supporters, says, if you were an NFL player, would you rather win a single Super Bowl in your career or never go to a bowl game but be inducted to the Hall of Fame? I'm confused by this question.
So this means you're an average NFL player.
What does it mean never go to a bowl game?
You don't go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. You don't.
Okay. That's a collegiate phrase there.
They did say Super Bowl and then never go to a bowl game.
Basically, would you rather be Dan Marino? Would you rather be Dan Marino? You never won a championship, but you're a Hall of Famer, considered one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Or you're a forgettable – I mean, there's a million NFL players who've won a championship, won a Super Bowl that we don't even know the names of, and we do NFL stuff for a living.
Yeah, it's tough because in essence, if you're a Hall of Fame player, you also played for many years to accomplish that, which means you have many years of disappointment. It's not just like you could win a single Super Bowl title in your career. You could play 3 years. So you've won 1 and 3, and then you ride off into the sunset. You have to necessarily play a bunch of years to make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean,
but I think I'm going to go with that one. I mean, I think I want
greatness.
I want the years of success and greatness and reverence of me as a player versus just having won a Super Bowl as – I mean, I might as well be a bench player. Could have been.
100%. If you're answering anything but Hall of Fame, you are a liar. You are a straight up like, oh, it's a team sport. I want to win the highest championship. It's not about me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is about you. Because you know what?
At the end, it is.
After your career is over, when you're a Hall of Famer, you're still a part of that game. You're still going to ceremonies. You're still important. But what? You got a ring somewhere, and no one knows who you are.
It's a fancy ring. So as of the class,
you end up having to sell it.
Of 2023, that class, there will be 371 people in the NFL Hall of Fame. So that is a much lower number than people who have won a Super Bowl.
Let me ask you this, though, to change the question to make it more compelling. Would you rather win a single Super Bowl because of what you did in the Super Bowl or be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Because there are players like David Tyree who never did a thing in the NFL but will be forever immortalized as the reason that they won that Super Bowl. I mean, that David Tyree catch for New York will go down in history forever.
And he got a Super Bowl win, and we know his name now. I am 100% taking the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think I am.
Are you?
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's a pretty special moment, though.
Oh, for sure.
But
I didn't get that moment. But you didn't get a gold jacket.
Yeah, you do get a ceremony for that. And you're part of a club. Jason would like to be a
part
of
it. Being a
you
part
are
of
you are
exclusive
part of a
clubs.
club, but if you make the play, you're part of a television special every single year, because every single year they're going to count down the best plays of all time, and if you had one of those plays that wins the Super Bowl, it's going to be in there.
It's a tough call.
If I walked by David Tyree today, I would not know it.
Sure,
because he would not be wearing a golden jacket.
Right. I assume Dan Marino just always is wearing his golden jacket, right?
He probably is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard.
What's the point of having
he's kind of not a great dude.
Yeah. These things happen.
The gold jacket changes you.
If you have the gold jacket, how do you not wear that all the time?
Maybe it's too hot. So every now and then you
I always
real
think that
heavy
way-
wool.
I think of that with a Masters jacket too. If I win the green jacket, I'm wearing it.
I'm wearing this thing. I'm not.
Or
only,
I'm making a duplicate at least.
because they only wear it to like the ceremony where other people are getting their jackets. Cruise around in that thing all day.
They should make those things bulletproof.
Just a Kevlar, like a John Wick jacket.
Yeah, double. I just want more utility. All right, let's move on.
Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Skylight Frames. With Mother's Day and Father's Day coming up, are you ready to give the best gift ever? Give the Skylight Digital Photo Frame. It brings joy on a daily basis. Watching the photos cycle and seeing new ones come in, it's a thrill. Like maybe you're not able to visit your mom, your dad, your grandparents as much as you want to. Well, that's even more reason that they will love the gift of a Skylight frame. It's a touch screen photo frame you can email photos to. Email them. It's really easy. They appear in seconds so mom and dad can see your favorite moments. They will love it. It's not just, your moms and your dads. I love it. I have a Skylight frame in my office at home. I love keeping this thing up to date. We're taking pictures all the time, just out there, and they just live in your pocket. Don't let them live in your pocket. Let them live on your desk where you can see them and you can easily update them over and over. And they are not kidding. It is very, very easy. Maybe your parents aren't so tech literate. They will be able to get photos onto this thing. It holds thousands of photos. They continuously rotate. We're talking 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you don't love your skylight, they'll offer you a full refund. You can preload it with your favorite photos for that special Mother's Day or Father's Day gift. Now is a special offer in time for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Get 10% off. That's up to $30 off your frame when you go to skylightframe.com/ballers. That's right. To get 10% off, up to $30 of your purchase of a skylight frame, just go to skylightframe.com/ballers. That's SKYLIGHTFRAME.com/ballers.
What's the difference between me and you?
What's the difference between being invincible, indestructible, and unbeatable?
Oh man. You can start with unbeatable because that's at a task or a game.
I agree with that.
And that's also what we are.
We are unbeatable.
We are
yes,
just as a company, as competitors.
We are unbeatable in our humbleness as well.
That is 100% correct.
However, with the TB you're suffering from, you are not invincible or indestructible.
No, that will destroy me, but it's not a game, so it hasn't really beaten me. You can make the joke.
What if it's the game of life?
And what if you eventually lose? Then you're beatable.
Okay,
we found
eventually
a quandary.
So far, you're losing.
I am currently losing the battle with tuberculosis. Yes, I am.
Indestructible and invincible, though, it's tough because to me, this is I almost feel like an invincible person never dies no matter what. But an indestructible person,
they die of old age.
May die of old age, but cannot be destroyed while they live. Does that make sense?
I think that's 100% it.
If you're indestructible, then eventually the Grim Reaper comes. You have aged out. Does your body decompose?
I doubt it.
Or does it remain indestructible?
That's a good question, Mike, and it's an important one.
I mean, indestructible is Bruce Willis, right, from the M. Night Shyamalan.
Or
wait, isn't the movie called
is it called
Unbreakable?
Unbreakable, yes.
Yeah, okay. Should be called Indestructible, but we'll allow it. But that is he's not going to live forever. So Andy's right. Invincible, like Superman doesn't age, right?
But Superman's not invincible.
That's true. He's got that kryptonite thing.
He's what I think of when I think of invincible, though.
Oh man, is he indestructible? No,
he's mostly that, but he's not completely that.
So if you're mostly that, can you make the claim that you are indestructible, even though you know
invincible with an asterisk? That's what Superman is.
Yeah, I think he's
read the fine print.
Yeah, I think he's indestructible and invincible.
Can you straighten me out here with Superman? The kryptonite.
Yes,
he's cool with it if he's on Krypton, but he's not cool with it if it comes to Earth.
That is
because he was born in Krypton. So is he just born in a big poison lake?
No. See, the problem is, I think,
isn't it?
He receives his superpower from the yellow sun.
So he
also known as our sun.
Our sun.
So he wasn't a Superman on Krypton.
I don't think so.
Okay, that makes sense. So he's
so then the when pieces of his home planet are around him, he no longer has the superpowers.
Interesting.
Now there's other colors of kryptonite though that
I don't support those.
I think
I completely agree, Andy.
I don't believe in those.
You're the Superman guy. How are you not all over this?
I think that they've gone too far. Kryptonite is green, and when they added other colors, it's ridiculous.
So I think Mike's right here. It says that kryptonite affects Superman by interfering with his cells and their ability to metabolize solar radiation.
There you go.
He is weaker due to the inability of his cells to process the radiation necessary to give him his superpowers.
Man,
that's right.
Spitwads, you are welcome.
And so now Jason generally picks Superman and things because he's invincible.
That's right. I like the best. And
so are there no invincible superheroes then?
Is there? Yeah, I can think of one invincible superhero.
Who's that?
Dr. What's his face? The blue dude.
Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
Oh, man.
That's a deep cut that I don't even know.
Yeah, that's Watchmen. I don't think that we can bring up Dr. Manhattan on this podcast. We will be shut down immediately. Too nerdy.
Let's move on. What's the difference between a throw, a toss, and a chuck? So if I'm chucking something, that's easy to me. I chuck without consideration of where it's going.
Well,
Yes,
I was going to say
yes,
your eyes
no
are
aim.
usually closed,
It can be, or you could be spinning.
you've got to be at the most looking through a squint. You can't chuck with your eyes just casually open if you're not doing this when you throw.
Very good audio.
Look, yes, if you're not squinting or even eyes completely closed when you chuck something, you ain't trying hard enough.
Like if
you're
I'm
not
taking
chucking it.
If I take something from you and I'm going to chuck it, I don't care where it's landing.
Well, but hold
I
on.
just want it to be away from here.
Jason, I think, is implying that a chuck must have maximum power.
You got to have force with a chuck.
That's true.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
You have to have force to chuck it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're
otherwise
not
it's a
chucking
toss.
It. Yeah, you're not chucking it.
Well, I feel like
You can't have like a light chuck.
can you toss overhanded?
No, I don't think you can
think
toss
so.
over.
No, like a toss to me is an underhand
Yeah, it's a
throw.
scoop.
No, you can you can have a toss with your kid with a kind of like a overhand, soft overhand. That's a toss.
Okay, so you can
You can go a soft
toss
overhand. It must have a certain arc.
but a toss is gentle.
A
toss is gentle, yes.
light. Yeah.
A toss is
A chuck is never light.
No, you can't chuck something a short distance.
One of
if
the
it
most
doesn't go far, you didn't chuck it. You just threw it.
Just one of the more frustrating things that you can do to somebody, and they're doing it in prisons now, have prisoners try to chuck feathers. It's infuriating.
Ooh.
It's infuriating because they don't go where they should go. But I would say that a chuck is kind of like it's a wild man's throw. I mean,
It's like a punch to a haymaker.
a throw has it's all.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. And a throw is just there's velocity on a throw.
Has to be overhand.
It has to be overhand, and I think there's some trajectory things here.
Maybe because a fast softball pitch is
It's not.
It's not a throw.
It's a pitch.
You wouldn't say
it's a pitch.
Throw that to me. Nobody's softballing it to you.
no. Yeah, it's a pitch.
It's a pitch.
It's an underhand pitch.
It's not
Okay.
a chuck.
It's got its own thing.
Sometimes-
You've got to be overhand to throw.
Sometimes a bad pitcher
Interesting.
becomes a chucker,
Yeah.
and
See
that can because they might squint
'Cause they
like
close their
Jason or
eyes.
close their eyes.
Okay,
So there you go.
I think we did it.
What's the difference between a symphony, an orchestra, and a band? This one troubles me because there are answers to this, and I just might not know them.
So a symphony obviously is there's a lot of people, and their goal is to calmly put you to sleep. They're the
I
one.
don't think that's true.
Yeah, no.
See, I thought the difference was the pit. Like one's above ground, one's below ground.
the orchestra
As
is
you
usually
Orchestra's got to be below, and
yeah.
symphony you have to watch them.
Because aren't like all the Mozart and Beethovens? Those are symphonies.
Yeah, because you can
So-
see them.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're not going to try and put you to sleep.
Eventually, Beethoven does put you to sleep. Sometimes they start hard, but then they want to casually
Because they take you on an emotional ride.
Oh, defending the symphony.
an emotional ride to bed. They eventually lay you down on some soft.
That's a lullaby.
Well, I mean, a symphony can play anything. They could put you to sleep with a lullaby or with Metallica.
Are all symphonies and orchestras bands, but not all bands symphonies and orchestras? Or are none of the symphonies and orchestras bands?
So I don't
Because
think
they
that
have too many things.
I don't think that they're bands. Bands are cool. Like bands are, something that's like I'm in a band. Nobody would be in the symphony and be like, I'm in a band. You know what I mean? Like it's just not cool.
That part is true.
That part is true, but are you?
But I will stand up for the orchestra people of maybe they themselves are not cool. They can make things very cool though. Like
yeah.
I mean, if you take the orchestra out of a movie, like watch Star Wars, watch an Avengers movie without orchestral music, and it will not land.
So what did you
it will
think?
look dumb.
No, Al, you were nodding at me. The above ground, below ground thing. You think there's some?
Because their orchestra has to go in a pit.
No, I thought you were going a different route, so I was nodding in agreement, but then you went somewhere
What
else.
was your route?
I I think, and I could be wrong, but I've always been under the understanding that a symphony is a composition.
Yes.
And an orchestra is like an orchestra would play a symphony.
That's what I thought too, but then we were asked this question, so I
mean,
thought
we're
maybe
obviously
I was
the
wrong.
authority, so I would
Yeah,
never.
I would go with us here.
I would
I
never
think-
actually.
I think Owl is completely
Can
wrong.
a band play a symphony?
no.
no.
Do you need a full orchestra?
Yeah, you need a full
Right?
orchestra to play a symphony, and a band is too cool to do that.
yeah.
That's the thing. Band doesn't want to put you to sleep. Band wants to wake you up, get you going, get you moving, get me in this mosh
Yeah, I mean,
pit.
wait, the garage. You're in a garage probably,
Yeah.
waking people up.
You ever heard of a garage symphony? No,
But-
that's
so for Jason, the symphony puts him to sleep, and the garage band wakes him up.
that's
I
right.
like the idea of a garage orchestra
A garage orchestra.
where the
That's
neighbors are
nice.
like, "Keep it down, you
Dun,
hooligans!"
dun, dun, dun. All right, let's do one more. Let's do another one of these. What is the difference between the other day, recently, and a while back?
Okay.
Oh man.
Let me give these to you in a use case.
Okay.
I went and saw the movie Avatar the other day.
Yes.
I saw the movie Avatar recently.
Okay.
I went and saw the movie Avatar a while back.
Okay, so it's obviously in that order of distance, right? The
Ooh.
closest.
See, I reversed
I-
recently and other day.
Yeah. Oh, the other day to me
A while
is,
back is the oldest.
for sure. That's a while back.
Yeah,
I-
because there's a condition there. While.
Yeah. Okay. So a while back would be the longest, but then like the other day though, it can be 2 days ago. It can be months ago. To me.
No,
way.
it
Oh,
cannot.
yeah.
There's
How
a
dare you.
3-day statute of
Are you
limitations.
telling me all these years we've known you, you've been using the other day, and you might have meant
I'm saying
a few
it
months
can-
ago?
I will allow it.
Yeah, the other day has to be within the week.
No,
Otherwise it's
no,
more
that's-
than a week.
No, that's
not the other
recently.
day.
You can't say the other. Recently is within a week or 2 weeks.
But recently could be that changes. Recently can, like, if you went to Hawaii last year, that's recently for
Yeah.
going to Hawaii.
Absolutely.
No.
But if
You would never say
No.
the other day I went to Hawaii a year ago.
But if you saw a TV show, an episode, and you said recently, it probably shouldn't count for last year.
Correct.
No, recently is 2 weeks, and I feel like
Oh,
when you say
gosh.
the other day, you aren't exactly sure how long ago it was. If I say recently, I can tell you when it happened.
The other day better be within a month, or I'm punching you in the face.
100%.
I'm going to punch
If
you square in the
said
face.
The other day this happened, and that was 2 months ago.
Oh, I'm punching you in the
You're
face.
getting knuckle sandwich.
You can't because you won't be able to lock down exactly when it happened because I don't know.
You don't know.
Yes.
You use other day when you've forgotten when you've done something?
Correct.
That's a while back,
What
my friend.
a
That's
monster.
a while back.
No, while back is I know this was like last year. It
I
was a
thought
while
I knew
back.
him.
No, I mean, you and I are in lockstep here,
Yeah,
Andy.
this
we
one's
clearly understand what the other
No.
day means.
Nope.
And Mike has
Inappropriate
no
use.
idea what the other
yeah,
day is.
Well, I mean, according to Mike, we became friends with him the other day.
Oh yeah, the other day we
Yeah, the other day.
the other day I met him at a GDC conference. I don't remember exactly when.
It was the other day.
The other,
Do you see how stupid that sounded?
Nope. When you brought up the friendship, that one didn't sound good. But when you said the conference, that worked.
That was like 10 years
No.
ago. That cannot be the other day.
Look, this one's tough.
It
I
could
think
be the other day because I don't. Was it 10 years ago? Was it 2? I don't know. It
all
was the
you
other
know
day.
is that it was a while back, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You know
what-
it was a while back.
Yeah.
A while.
I mean, the Spitwads, you are with us, and I I apologize for Mike
Yes.
on this question.
Yes.
But oopsie doopsie.
One more, or should we draft?
Let's draft.
All right, let's do it.
Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Helix Sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, sleeping is the best, and you want to make sure you are getting the best night's sleep that you possibly can, and that starts with your mattress. And that's where Helix Sleep comes into play because they have the best mattresses. They have all kinds of different mattresses. Like they have this really easy, really short quiz. You just jump on it on their website. You enter in, some things like, oh, I'm a side sleeper. This is how I sleep. This is how my partner sleeps. Just a couple things. And boom, there it is, a recommended mattress for you. I have had my Helix Sleep mattress now for probably a year and a half going on 2 years, and it is fantastic. I just went on a vacation to a nice hotel, and I couldn't wait to get back to my own mattress because I knew the second my head hits a pillow on a Helix sleep mattress, I'm going to sleep, and I'm getting a fantastic rest. Plus, Helix mattresses, they all come with a 10 or 15-year warranty depending on the model. Look, you don't have to take my word for it. Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine. Right now, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/ballers. This is their best offer yet. It won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. That's helixsleep.com/ballers.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, we are drafting things that are red. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I love having the first pick here.
Oh, there's a big 3.
I feel like I have to make a selection that defines the #1 overall pick because I have a lot of – you said there's a big 3.
There's a big 3.
Do you see a big 3, Jason?
I got a big 2.
Look, both of you are not going to have what I pick first, but what I'm picking first is most important. And I have to take it first because there's things to look at that are red. And that's part of – we're drafting things that are red.
Usually when something is red, it is because I'm looking at it, and I recognize that it's red.
But I am going
You know your colors
I'm
very
making
well.
my #1 pick based on importance,
Okay.
not just on how it looks or how it tastes because those are some pick options.
Sure.
I'm going on I need it to live. I'm taking blood.
That's
It's-
definitely one of the big 2.
Okay, good.
No,
Good.
no, it is not.
What? I
No,
am
it is.
taking-
It's number 4 on my list.
I'm
It's
taking
#1.
blood. Okay, so I made a good pick
Yes,
according
you made
to
a
Jason.
great pick.
It's a good pick. It's
Yeah.
just not in the big 3.
Mike was going to make that pick a while back. Mike, you are up.
All right. So then part of the big blood, it's a good pick.
Yeah,
like I
it's
said,
pumping through my veins.
It's 4th on my list. But when we are doing something that's saying things that are red, this is childish. We are being children right now. And ask a child, what is red? A fire truck. A fire truck is red.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, fire truck is on my list.
I just counted. It's 9th on my list.
No, that's
the big 9,
that's
huh?
stupid.
Yeah.
It's 14 on my list, but it's not a bad pick.
It's not bad. It's on our list. It's just bad for where you drafted it. There's a lot of,
I mean, clearly would have dropped to 14 or so.
yeah, you could have got that forever from now.
That's
I mean,
fine.
a fire truck's, I will admit as an adult, a fire truck is still pretty cool.
Yeah, of course it is.
I think we become a little immune to it. But if you see one, you're like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they got the sirens on.
I don't mind the pick at all.
All right.
It's a good pick.
I got a big 2. One of them was blood.
Yeah.
The other is used to act like blood sometimes, but as delicious as ketchup.
Oh my God.
Yeah, baby.
Ketchup was
Hold on,
in
I'm going to go through my list.
Yeah, count it.
Not there.
Oh, what a
It's
dumb
not
list.
on my list either.
What a dumb
Oh,
list.
we have 2 lists.
Two
and
dumb
it's-
lists.
And it's not on there.
Ketchup is the
See,
goat.
we put Mike in defensive position, and it's coming out for the rest of the draft.
Yeah.
Ketchup wasn't on my list. I didn't think about it, but
Was it on your list, Al? Where in your list?
It was on my list of round 5.
round
Okay.
5 pick.
It
All
was
right.
no, it was around
round 5.
the
Okay.
5 spot.
All right.
So ketchup.
Ketchup is
I just like that
fantastic.
blood and ketchup were so synonymous.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're the 1 and 2 of
if
red.
you don't have blood, you got ketchup.
Yeah.
Is
all
that
right.
pumping through your veins?
Ketchup is pumping through
Okay.
my veins.
That could be a problem with the tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
well,
a
the
lot
blood
going on.
comes up when I cough, so I've got the 1 and 2 thanks to
Yeah.
TB. All right, the next one here I don't think is going to be on your guys' list at all. This isn't a
Okay,
matter.
so like ketchup.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have just awful lists, but my wife has been watching this new Netflix show that's like about collectibles. I don't remember the name, and not a sponsor, so you don't get a shout out. But it's really cool. When you have a one of a kind, unique item that the entire world knows, it's unfathomably valuable. Fire trucks are everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. The setup, you've
But
done it.
this one, there's one of one, and I'm taking the big man's suit. Give me Santa Claus's suit, and I'm putting that thing up for auction. because it is very valuable. And he's coming from here on out every Christmas a la mode.
I have so many questions
There's
here.
a lot to dig through with
Okay,
Santa's suit as
okay.
the second pick.
So you're saying somebody owns the original, the
Santa does, yes. And I am taking it from him.
But what does this have to do with the Netflix show?
It's a valuable collectible. If you're telling me I have
You're
Santa's
telling me there's a
suit,
show that talks about collectibles, and you thought we wouldn't understand value in collectibles without the Netflix show?
well, I'm just saying that's been on my mind.
okay,
I've
but
been
I'm
watching
saying so
it. I'm in a collectible
I
world
was a
right
little
now.
confused. I got you.
I
got
thought you were
now.
saying someone on the show
Has
has
it.
Santa's suit.
No, Santa has it right
okay,
now.
because I had some really bad things that I had to say.
Yeah.
So you went with
okay.
ketchup and Santa's suit,
Yeah.
not the two picks I
You
saw
could have
come-
just said Santa Claus, and I would have accepted that as a very good answer.
He's not red. His suit
Well,
is
it's
red.
just, his cheeks are jolly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mike, you are back on the board.
But you're right, not on my list, but that is an oversight. Santa Claus should have been on this list.
it's a good pick.
Yeah, oh no, that's a
It
fantastic
was a long
pick.
way there,
Yeah.
but I get it now.
All right, well, I'm going to continue on with my big three for the children, and I will go with a stop sign.
Okay,
Yeah.
stop sign.
That was literally right next to fire
Which,
trucks.
I mean,
Yes.
fire truck doesn't have to obey.
No, they do not, because they're both red.
Yes.
If you drive a red car, stop signs
go right
just give you-
through.
These are not for me. These are for green cars.
All right, so we are back at
Yeah, I
my
didn't
pick.
have a whole spiel about stop signs because
Look.
they speak for themselves. I don't have to sell the pick stop sign.
All right, I have blood. Very important. My second pick, there's a famous poem, and it just says,
Yes.
blank are red.
Yeah, this is Big Three territory. Welcome in.
I mean, roses.
yes,
I've
thank
got
you.
roses. Roses are red.
Everyone knows they are red.
And watch out for the blue draft because violets. No, I'm going with roses. I
Yes.
feel like I got a power two
You do.
with blood and roses.
Aren't
Yeah.
violets more purple?
I don't know. Not according to the
Not
poem.
according to the poem.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's where I take my flower information
That's
from.
probably why. Didn't we do a blue draft already? I don't think violets got picked.
We did do one, and I don't believe they got picked.
Yeah, wait up
Because
purple
they're
draft.
violet.
Um,
that poem is really
okay,
dumb.
Okay, you're illuminating some things that I've never thought about. So
they got the roses one right.
Yeah, they
roses
did.
are red, and then we say
Violets are blue, but it should be roses are red. Violets are violet. That's the name of the color,
there is a color called violet.
and it's not blue.
Why are you masquerading as blue?
I'm looking at a bunch of violets right now, man.
What color are they?
Purple as heck.
Yeah, they're not at all blue. This poem is a fraud.
I think when it was written, there were only a few colors that you could choose from.
Colors hadn't
describe
evolved
from.
yet.
they
yeah, they
didn't
didn't-
know purple.
They
at
only
that
had the
time.
red, blue, green, RGB.
I mean, that
Okay.
poem is a massacre of a lie. It's just flat out a lie. Roses are red, violets are not blue. Okay.
All right. We're moving on. And now I have to make a third pick here. I think I'm not going
It
to
opens up.
I
here.
don't want to underestimate you guys as my opponents in the draft, and because I have one that I think could make it to the end. Whatever. I'm just going to take it.
I could go 10 rounds.
I'm going the red Power Ranger.
Okay.
I'm taking the red Power Ranger for my third pick in the draft, in part because Jason went character. He went with Santa Claus.
Yes.
And so I'm going to go with the Power Ranger.
I had thought about going with that one because it's the Red Ranger. It's a very
You're the
important-
one I was worried about.
He is. I mean, he's the leader of the group.
Yeah.
At least back
He's the
when we
only
watched.
Power Ranger eligible for this draft.
But the problem is you have to declare the red one. You can't just say Power Ranger.
That's right.
That's
It's the
why.
red one.
That's why I kept him off my list.
Yeah.
That was my issue.
It's okay. It's okay, stop sign. You're up.
Yeah, but stop signs are clearly red.
Yeah.
The Ranger could be yellow, pink. I don't know.
Okay.
Just,
I got you.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just trying to poke some holes here. And
Violets are blue. Let's
I
go.
am, I am really mad at that poem still. I'm just sitting over here just pretty
just
angry.
fuming.
It's
Are we
so
even sure
ridiculous.
roses are red at this point?
I mean, I've bought
Not
pink-
anymore.
I've bought plenty of pink roses before.
that's true.
Roses aren't always red.
Yeah, but
Jason's got a visceral anger to this
I'm
poem.
pretty upset.
all right. So I have this is my third pick.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and We're gonna move over into the food area, and I will take what I believe is it is a royalty in the fruit family, and I will take the strawberry.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Strawberries are so good.
I respect the pick.
So good.
But the problem I have is it's not my favorite of the red fruits,
Oh.
but I feel like it belonged on the top.
It is classic. It is absolutely.
It's the most red of the fruits, right?
When you think of red,
most red, I mean through and through, I guess. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm just like there's like
it's got a bright, vibrant red to it. Is what
yeah,
he's
I'm saying there's other berries that are
reddish. They're a little bit more maroon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, apples get pretty red.
Yeah, but those ones suck.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one.
They're just not the best apple.
And apples are like roses in many different colors. If you're strawberry,
So you're caring about the kind of like, you want like a dedicated.
yes.
Like that's why you can't get a stop sign a different color.
Right. Mike is going
Pure
classic, pure red. I'm not
the pure line.
Like
I'm
a
not
child,
doing that.
I explained this.
Yes. I am going with things that are awesome that are in the red family. They don't have to be perfectly red.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Nothing
saying
goes together like Santa
things
and
that are
ketchup.
associated with. Well, you don't think
Have
that
you
there's a
seen-
lot of ketchup stains on that suit? There are, but you can't tell.
Okay, and you should wear red more,
Yeah. Yeah. But then I'd be the Kool-Aid man. So
which
I
is
will,
up for pick.
that is up
It's
for
up for
pick.
draft pick.
I could go so many rounds here. It's ridiculous. I
So
have
like
things,
you know a lot of things that are red.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, a little flex over here. My knowledge of color items is incredible. But because I've got 2 picks,
I mean, I'll be shocked if you don't take.
I'm not going to take anything that you think right now because I know the 2 things I'm going to take. And
It's amazing.
They're not going to be on your list because this is a list for me.
This thing that you're not drafting, if you don't draft it, couldn't be more you.
Okay, well, we'll find out. I am pairing these 2 together. There are things I like a little bit better on my list, but since I got 2 back-to-back, I'm going with red wine and red meat. Oh, yeah, baby.
Wine is on my list. Meat was not.
Yeah, red wine was the one I'm talking about.
Oh, great.
So you were wrong that I didn't know.
You know me so well.
Honestly, I should have taken red wine at 3 because,
Yeah, Red Ranger would have made it back.
yeah.
To round 20.
No, not round 20.
Look, you got to have a little – look, I've got core picks here. I needed some attitude.
Yeah.
Okay, so you took red wine, red meat. So you're
Those are
I'm
solid.
Yeah.
I am
picks.
done. Red wine, red meat, Santa's suit, and ketchup.
If you – I
That's
mean,
a good
you could
list.
do the – you could probably pull off the whole ensemble there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I could put that suit on,
Yeah.
get the little ketchup on the steak, on the red meat with a glass of red wine.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Know what I'm doing tonight.
Do you do
Just
the
gotta find
ketchup
that
on the
suit.
steak?
I don't do ketchup on the steak, but I don't think it's
It's not a faux
egregious
pas.
or a
Not a
faux
sin.
pas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, you've got fire truck, stop sign, and strawberry. Let's see if you can lock down this final pick.
All right. We did a
I
blue-
cannot.
No,
I resign from this draft.
I'm very envious that Jason knows so many red things.
I
and
know.
I
Yeah,
do
I
not.
know. Let me know if you need help. I have got a plethora of red items.
Was gonna say we did a blue draft, so like that actually happened.
We did.
That's
I think.
something we did?
Yeah.
We did blue and green.
Okay, so in the green draft, I remember I took an emotion in green, and I'm going to do it again.
Oh, wow.
Because we got to keep the trends going. So I will take anger
I am red with anger
because anger is
at
red.
that poem.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was inspired with how angry we have gotten with whoever wrote that.
Fire truck, stop
that Mother
sign,
Goose?
strawberry, anger. I don't think Mother Goose wrote that one. Mother Goose, there were like 6 to 8 colors when she was around. There were only 3 or
Okay.
4 at that time.
All right.
I have blood, roses, a red Power Ranger, and now an infinite amount of options for my final pick. And
I'll bet you don't know as many as I do.
You made yourself laugh.
So stupid.
I don't know what to go with here. I don't feel like anything's going to have the impact that I want it to have. So I'm going to go with lobster.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Okay.
I'm going to take lobster
They literally call it lobster red.
just to match if you're having some red meat, I need some lobster on the plate.
Although what is the lobster color before it's cooked?
Like black.
Is it? Because
Sometimes.
This is Mr. Purebred over here. He wants things to stay red from the beginning to the end.
I generally do, but I don't mind this pick. I'm just
Okay.
I know that
It starts black.
They really redden up when you
boil it,
when
it
you
turns,
cook them alive.
Yes, when you when you boil this animal alive, it turns red. But then when you put it on the plate, you
man.
open it up and it's more like white.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
It's look. I mean, I eat meat, and so I understand that there are these animals are being prepared for me to eat. But the idea of going into a restaurant and then pointing at something in a tank, you're like, yeah, that one.
I'm gonna eat you.
I'm gonna eat you. Please go boil this alive for
Is
me.
it,
that one
is it
hits harder.
It's the method? Would you like it to be like
Yes.
euthanized beforehand?
Clubbed on the head and then boiled.
Yeah, can we do that?
Lethal
I think
injection?
sometimes that is done.
They do. I was at a restaurant once that hangs all of their lobster.
Oh my gosh. It's just it feels barbaric of us. Even though look, and I get it. I get that my beef is probably not humanely handled either.
It's yeah. I mean, it's what we do. I'm gonna eat some lobster.
Yeah.
Is that the final pick?
That's
That
the final
is.
pick.
All right.
Oh, or how much time do we have?
Yeah, I don't know if we've got enough
I
time.
know
to
so
go
many
through my
red
list.
things.
But there were a couple.
Red crayons.
There were a couple things I really wanted. I want to give them shout outs. The red solo cups.
I had
Those-
that on my list.
those are a
I had
classic.
that on
That's
my
a
list
good one.
too. Yeah.
The red carpet. Roll that out.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You guys didn't think of that. See how smart I am?
Yeah.
Mars.
Yeah.
Mike, you
Thought
love
about the red
yeah.
planet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were
What
the
about
three.
Clifford?
Clifford is on my
He's
list.
on my list.
It was a little too abstract for what I was going for, but I was just going to say wedding.
Oh, the red wedding.
Oh,
yeah, that's
I
a little
like
abstract.
Dorothy's slippers.
Ooh.
I almost went with redwood trees, but they're not
But
red.
they're not
They're
red.
not red. They're just called red.
They're reddish.
If we're picking
Reddish wood trees.
anger is not actually red, for the record. Say, I think the stretch. I know Al would have shut it down. Lipstick, sports car, red velvet cake,
Delicious.
and then you got all the fruits that weren't mentioned: apples,
Yeah,
and
thank goodness.
cherries, and raspberries.
Where do you guys stand on Mario?
He's red.
I consider him red.
I think that would have been a great.
I do too. He's on my list.
That would
but
have been
I
a great pick.
I wasn't 100% sure.
if you just
Andy Reid.
the amount of characters, Bruce Arians actually is actually red. But if you go characters, there's so many. You got Spider-Man,
Oh, yeah,
Iron Man,
Deadpool.
and Deadpool.
Yeah.
What did we learn today?
I mean, I learned that.
I mean, Jason knows a lot of
Rose-
red things.
yeah,
That's what I learned. You smart man.
yeah. Thank you. I learned that the Roses Are Red poem is a freaking lie. And you know what? You probably aren't sweet. That's the poem. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you.
Wait, that's like the
That's like the most known, isn't it? That's how I know it.
I mean,
is
who
that the
knows at
most
this
known?
point?
Is that the most known, guys?
I don't
Sounds
know.
right. Sounds right. Normally,
I don't
the
know. Sugar
last
is
two
sweet
lines
and
are
so are you.
improv.
No, I'm pretty sure that's like the OG or
Yeah, sure.
the
I don't
classic.
know. I learned that the coffee caffeine is
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
blonde
same.
roast,
all
dark
the
roast.
same.
It don't make a difference.
yeah.
Keurig, if you're interested, contact our management team. Thanks for listening.
Tell your friends about the podcast. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.